will have some interesting play associated with it. One of the things to look for on this map is that back to front route, where the players come in, the capper's going to come in from behind and get the flag out going towards his base. These are going to develop very, very quickly. It's going to come all down to coordination, timing, and if they can get those snipers down, those strikes down, and get that defense disrupted, Fish Sticks. I'm excited for this game. We are watching Monomaniacs versus Legion in Game 3 here of the best of 5 at NASL. The score is 1-1 in the series, and we are underway now on Arcs.
As you can see, Hatui is actually the first to make it to the enemy base. He is dueling against Fire and Mabel over there in the wings. Fonzie and Zato will also be distracting, so I'd look for GMC. He's actually setting up a back route. That's a really quick back route, and in comes the distraction. Let's see if GMC can grab this flag. In he comes. No. Will go down as soon as he does grab it. Both generators are obviously up by default. They start up at the beginning of the map, so the turrets will be up. You will be able to deploy turrets as well, mines and other things. In comes APC on a really slow route. I'm not quite sure what he was trying to accomplish right there. Now the flag's in a pretty easily defensible position for Team Legion. Again, we see Veer. He's going to be rocking this heavy armor, at least at the beginning. He's rocking Brute once again, but he probably will be switching into Strike as he was so darn effective last map.
Fish Sticks, I'm happy. You know why I'm happy?
Because we're watching Tribes?
We're watching Tribes, and Veer is playing Brute on flag, which is something that we don't see very often. It's a highly underrepresented class in competition, so we're going to see what they're going to be able to do with this as the red team here. He is playing a class that is a heavy on the flag position. He has a shield pack as well as some heavy burst damage he's able to put out. Not quite as versatile as some of the other heavy options, but it does have the highest survivability of any class. So it's going to be interesting to see what Veer is able to do with it, and see if it gets in maybe into the heads of Monomaniacs, because it may be a look that they haven't seen so far.
And here we go. Legion has cleared this flag stand pretty effectively. Mabel and Remix still there, but Remix is sort of out of position, having to run from the distractors. GMC is pretty far away, though, so that's not where the action's at. The action's at APC, who's making it across, just passes the aqueduct, which means the halfway point. Projectile's hot on his tail, but the bullets are whizzing by. They are not connecting. He's going to end up punting that flag, which is a pretty smart move, getting it closer to his teammates as close as he possibly can. Remix will pick up the flag, but no, the mono flag is in the field, but it looks like a timed return here. The flag is returned, but Hatui was rocking the Infiltrator Invisible class. His only job right now is to return this flag. No, Z-Protoss does get the frag. Could have the first flag cap in the first 3.5 minutes of the game, so pretty quick.
Very quick
Coming
flag.
out the gate swinging is Monomaniac.
Yeah, actually a nice bit of play there by our Canadian player, Mabel. Staying on that flag stand, doing a really nice job of that stay-at-home D. That flag was bouncing around from the enemy team, and he didn't go off the stand to go get it, and was able to actually successfully stop that capper coming in on that emergency grab, which is when a player will pick the flag up, not necessarily intending to move it very, very quickly, but more to stop the enemy team from capping it as your flag has to be home. Fish, what do you see?
Blitz trying to clear for himself. He's actually able to do it. Arcs is a map where it's easier to get the flag across midfield, I would say. So even though he did not survive for long, he got it pretty far. APC had the opportunity to continue the flag grab, but no dice. Projectile, another amazing chaser in the game of Tribes, of Tribes 2 fame as well. Very consistent player throughout Tribes 2 history. Able to get that return. And now we are set back to a stalemate. No, it's GMC.
Yep, GM Sizzle's got this flag out off of a very clear stand. He doesn't like the disc jump there, sacrificing some health for some more speed. Z-Protoss trying to come in and crash his stand. Veer's there is going to get a nice body block in midair on him. Unfortunately, the flag does go down. Z-Protoss with a very, very nice shot there. Unfortunately, not going to be enough. And there you go. Legion has tied it up now 1-1 here. Fish Sticks, this looks like this one's going to be a game. Because look at what they're doing here. Monomaniacs is running the same strategy they ran in the first game. They're using Blitz to primarily get that flag off the stand. AP Sizzle running a tandem route behind him, delayed by about 2 or 3 seconds in case he does go down, running that kind of 2 Pathfinder escort strategy. Still a very fast strategy, not necessarily a cluster like you would see coming out from medium classes, but looking to be very effective so far. Legion on the other side, however, is electing to go for more of a traditional route, using those that heavily timing-based offense and very, very long setup routes. So we're going to see which one is it. It's going to be a case of tradition versus, I don't know, what should we call it? Improvisation for these teams here.
Mono is the team that does like to improv a bit more. Mabel actually eats an EMP grenade, so he's got less than half health. Fire goes down as well, so we could see GMC come in for a cap here. No, it's actually Blitz who's able to get the flag. He's moving pretty quickly down midfield, and he should be able to have a teammate come out and escort him. GMC gets the back cap, though, and he has even more health, so GMC is going to make it home basically scot-free, although there are no Legion here to challenge this flag. So let's go take a look at what GMC is up to. He's all the way out in the wings, and he's actually going to – this is a pretty common strategy you'll see, especially in pub play. Just keep the flag moving. Don't stand still. just continue to move and stay away from your enemies. And now actually it looks like the flag's on the stand, so we're going to switch over to the mono side. They're holding on to Legion flag, actually still holding on quite comfortably. It doesn't look like any Legion are very close yet. And you'll often see teams, this actually is one of the first legitimate standoffs we've had
that's exactly
in the entire tournament.
Is it game 3, and this is the first standoff we've seen. This is a big part of the Tribe's gameplay. You cannot capture the enemy flag unless your flag is home. And here, now we're going to take a look at where the teams are holding it, what their strategy is, and what they choose to do. The two most common things that they will try to do are either run the Pathfinders with that concussion grenade that'll knock the flags off to get the flag off of the flag carrier, or they will elect to try to go in with more of a sneaky using the Infiltrator, the Invisible class, who can actually perk out his melee attack to knock flags off of carriers as well. So that's something that we'll expect to see. So taking a look here at the Legion team, they're electing to hold the flag over here by their vehicle pad. There's quite a bit of cover
Mabel's
over here.
under pressure.
On the other side, however, Mabel, we do have him under some pressure from Fonzie. Fonzie, one of the top accuracy players in the game, one of the best fraggers coming from that Quake background. Here he comes in. AP Sizzle's got a chance to get this pickup. Let's see, it's a race to the finish here. APC is in that faster class using that light armor. Fonzie, nice job, unfortunately not able to get that frag. GM Sizzle coming in, is going to get the frag and the mid-air return. That flag is on the stand. Are they going to be able to get it home? It's bouncing around. Fire trying to get the return. Veer trying to frag him out.
Ooh.
But no, Fire is going to get the return just in front of Veer, and a standoff results in no caps for either team.
There you go. That's what you'll see happen a lot of the times in a standoff in Tribe. Both teams will hold the flag for a minute or two, and then you'll see both flags get returned around the same time quite frequently. Just so happens to go that way, and that's how the cookie crumbles in Tribes quite often.
That's right. You'll see a lot of times actually those standoff situations will both end in a return at the same time as both teams commit more and more offense to breaking the standoff. Their defense obviously by necessity would weaken. You also will see that happen a lot with flag captures, where the flags will come off the stands at the exact same time, just out of pure serendipity and viewing pleasure. And here we go. Let's take a look at what we have. Any new things happening in the game so far? It does look like we have
coming in on a side route. Hatui and Fonesi are trying to clear the flag stand as best they can. Mabel is out of position, but no, he does get the thumper shot that gets the frag, but no, Zato is going to elect to llama grab. The llama grabbing in the game of Tribes is where you pick up the flag. You're not going very fast. It's generally frowned upon, but in certain situations, it is the right move. At the moment, Zato is proving that it is the right move right here because he's got escorting. He's got 2 Raiders, the best dueling class in the game, moving the flag together, so they're not going to die very easily. In comes Blitz. He does have the impact nitrons, which can knock the flag out of Zato's hands, but actually the Legion flag has been picked up while I was watching Zato. So let's go take a look. Uh-oh, we can see a flag cap here as Z-Protoss in the Raider class coming down full health, and that's going to be a cap for Mono.
There it is. Yeah, Z-Protoss, I guess, probably would be a fan favorite here at the NASL Season 3 Finals. Of course, we will have lots of more great StarCraft action coming here after this series. But what actually happened there, Z-Protoss got that flag out on a strike grab, so he used that plane to get in position and then boosted out of it to get to a very fast speed in a class, in that Raider class. It has high survivability but not a lot of speed. A very dangerous combination when you have the ability to gain speed on a class that doesn't die very easily. Here I'm watching APC set up a back route. The defense has spotted him for Legion. He did get sniped on the way in. Maybe that was a distract. Is Blitz coming in? No, I don't see him just yet, as looks like these teams are now really, again, it's like we have 2 or 3 really very fast plays, crazy plays come out, and then both of the teams settle down. Their defenses really tighten up, and now we're looking at kind of this war of attrition where they're just throwing bodies at the flag stand, trying to get that perfect blend of timing and execution to get a flag home.
Look how clear this flag stand is. We're not looking at the Legion flag stand. We are actually looking at Mono's flag stand. Mabel is like, oh my god, there's more red guys here than green. Help, and there is GMC with the back cap, able to get it near midfield. Let's see if anyone can come to escort this flag or if Fire will get the return. Looks like Fire, oh no, Fire taken down in the last moment. Fonesi has it, but he's going to elect to punt it because he got sniped. He had very little health. Smart move there. Bojingle, though, able to get the return.
Yeah, both of our flags did get returned. During that scramble, the Legion flag did come off in a similar fashion and was returned relatively easily as well. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom out here, and yeah, I think that was a very interesting thing to see, was the dominance there in that last play of the Legion team. I mean, they owned the enemy flag stand. No one able to stand there. But still, I'm not seeing a lot of disruption here. On to Remix, the sniper for the blue team of Monomaniacs. Actually, here we go. It does look like Hatui is going to come in and start trying to put that hurt down on him. Blitz setting up a little bit of an unorthodox route, it looks like here, going very wide. We'll see what develops from that. APC, the other capper for Monomaniacs, they're running a very now traditional 2-capper set instead of that more escort-heavy strategy. And he is out now, 200 health remaining. He's going to get sniped out very, very quickly by Tailspin, and that flag's going to bounce around a bit. Tailspin actually playing a very aggressive positioning with this sniper, trying to get in on something we haven't covered yet so far, which is a defensive strategy of body blocking incoming cappers. So you try to position your player in such a way that they collide with you and you kill all of their momentum. In fact, there is a perk in the game that will allow you to do damage on body block. But I will quit talking about that, Fish, and what do you see?
Again, Blitz comes in, but Jingle Bells is the only guy there distracting. Multiple defenders up for Legion. APC is nowhere even close. So again, I'm a little bit surprised to see lack of coordination on the mono offense. In comes APC. Projectile is there, though. Going to knock APC off his route, so shut down is the mono offense. Now Blitz is alone again, so as you can see, once you get the timing off, it can sort of stay off and be really hard to get back. And I'm going to shout out really quickly that Veer, Veer's in the strike. That means that they decided to repair their generator.
That's Zato. Veer is still on the stand, running that heavy on flag, and Zato, another very strong striker actually, is in that strike. Now let's see what he likes to do. This may be setting up a strike grab actually. It would not surprise me here, as Monomaniacs has shown their willingness to do so. Let's see if Legion does as well. He's going to maybe turn it around here. No, now we have a strike coming out from the other side as well for Z Protoss, who has been actually a bit of a non-factor so far in this game. He is in that offensive role, but hasn't really been contributing that heavily to the clears. He's been more focused on kind of these strike grabs and a little bit more of the flag play instead of maybe necessarily being that position player. But he does do a nice job of clearing that stand as APC unfortunately overshoots a route there. They have a nice bit of disruption. Let's see what they're able to do with it. Veer, Projectile, and Tailspin all still alive, and Blitz misses his route. Oh, that's so unfortunate for Team Monomaniacs. That flag is going to remain on the stand on the other side. However, we do have a flag coming out now for Zato, indeed, on that strike grab. I believe he was body blocked, actually, by fire. That the enemy strike is now on him, and no, he's going to miss that splatter. Going to like to stay on the ground. Nice move there. Going to go ahead and use that circle strafe instead of jumping up into the air to evade it. Z Protoss strike is going to go down. This could be huge. APC with a clutch return though, coming out of nowhere, crashing in there and getting that. And we're looking at 2-1 advantage still. 14 Monomaniacs, the blue team on your screen. 13 minutes remaining in this game. We're
going to see Blitz do a Nitron jump here. I'm fairly certain. No, decides not to. In fact, he's going so slow that he decides not to go on a route at all. Jingle Bells and APC coming in. But see, Jingle is again alone. I feel like he's been the outlier for Mono, just sort of going in there, not communicating as well as I might hope. Because look, APC is way out there. He's not even close to being near the flag stand on this cap route. So again, I doubt he can go anywhere with this with Veer. Whoa! As I say that, he gets it completely scot-free. Although 2 snipes from Tailspin in a row. Imagine that Tailspin hitting some snipes.
Misses that pickup out of the field in the strike, unfortunately. But this right here is the game the Monomaniac is trying to play. They don't care if that first capper gets home. They're just trying to get it out fast and get it to that midfield where they do have a very nice coordinated escort coming in. It's just not really getting the execution that it needs for that strategy to work.
Yep, so let's go take a look at ZP in the strike. He's going to be trying to clear Veer off the flag stand, not actually able to connect at any of those bolts. And we've got both strikes in the air, and both strikes are in an offensive position at the moment. Generally, you'll see teams use the strike on defense more often than not. But there's Z Protoss trying to do some distract. APC is there as well. Blitz is there as well, but none of them are really on a good route. Blitz able to get the flag, but not survive.
He's setting up a strike grab here. He's got to be flying around here, not a normal strike pilot. He is in a good position, though, it looks like, for the either the disrupt or that attempted pickup. Fonzie is going to tell him that he's gotten the sniper distracted, and he's out using that thumper to jump up to 230 kilometers an hour through the midfield. 800, 600, and get splattered there by Z Protoss, threading the needle through that aqueduct. A nice chase put on by fire, and he goes down, saving that cap. Hatui throwing out the smiley face. He knows that he nearly got away with one there.
Yep. Again, Hatui is a Quake player. It's very common to have a keybind to just make smiley faces all the time in Quake Duel. So you can see that sort of holding true into Tribes Ascend. And now it looks like I don't see the Legion Striker. So now maybe an opportunity here for Mono with the lone strike up. Both generators are down, as you can see in the top of the screen. Those flashing power signs mean that the generators are down. Actually, both strikes are up. I have to hold my word. So both strikes in the air, but if one goes down, they will not have the opportunity to rebuild it. As you can see, you've got multiple Legion guys on the flag stand. Make that 3 to be exact. Veer, Projectile, and Tailspin, the powerful 3. I don't see anyone coming in. Blitz is finally coming in. But again, I'm going to shout out, Mono is still up by 1 cap here. So while I've been talking poorly about their offensive coordination, they haven't been able to get the flag off the stand very often. The 2 times they did get the flag off the stand, it mattered, and they're still up with just 10 minutes remaining. So Legion's got to make something happen. The pressure's on Legion at the moment.
Yeah, that is a bit surprising. I mean, Legion seems like they've been in control of this game, maybe ever since those 2 caps came out. I think that I still maybe give the edge. No, here we go. Let's pick up the action here. Blitz is out on a front to back route, aka the front to blitz route, as he is well known for these types of routes. Here he is out 240 kilometers an hour, gaining speed up to 260 now. 510 left remaining. Both of those strikes now on him. The one trying to escort the blue strike, the red strike trying to come in and kill him. Projectile is here on the chase, has a good angle. Let's see if he's able to land that Nitron, using the shotgun to put some damage onto him, also electing the Nitron jump. There comes the snipe out. Unfortunately, Blitz electing not to punt that or pass it off to his teammates. Fire gonna try to get his pickup, gonna get splattered by Tui. Nice play, and Remix, the sniper from the blue team, is gonna kill the chase coming in. APC is gonna need to frag out Zato here, maybe try to get the pass off to Mabel coming in as well. Tailspin is on that chase too. Has Tailspin switched over? No, Tailspin still in that Sentinel role, putting damage out onto APC. Mabel gonna get a nice frag there. Gonna get that midair shot on to Tailspin, who was there. Tui gonna get out of that strike. Unfortunately, not a strike grab. Now just gonna be bouncing around. Where is that flag? Where is the flag? No, it actually got returned by the red team there.
Yes, there was a nice Nitron, and it resulted in a return. Again, guys, the Nitron grenade makes it so you can force the flag to be dropped out of someone's hands. It's the chaser's best friend. That's why you're gonna see every chase D. That's the defender who's gonna chase the capper once he grabs the flag. They're always gonna be rocking that Nitron every single time because not only can you use it to knock the flag out of your hands, it's also a tool to propel you across the map. You throw it at your feet, essentially like a rocket jump in Quake or Doom or whatever. So that's this game's version of a rocket jump. Cappers use the Nitron as well. So it's a very, very powerful weapon and one of my favorite in the game of Tribes.
Yes, indeed. And here we see
so finally some coordination.
What do you got?
Here on Mono, we've got 3 guys moving together in perfect tandem. They're going to crash this flag stand all at the same time. Now the question is, where is Blitz, the capper from Mono? Where is he? I don't see him.
I picked him up. He's on the right side.
Oh, there he is. He's still far out, though.
Yeah.
So can they hold on to this flag stand? He's still a good 10 seconds out. He's setting up for a back cap. So I don't know if this is a case of a poor communication, but I don't think APC and Bojingle Bells are going to be able to survive. APC's still there. Projectile's going to go down, so they're in a decent position, but Tailspin gets the snipe, and that's all he needs.
And then the body block as well. Yeah, Beast, while we were watching that, the flag did briefly come off the stand there to Fonzie, who got it moving in that Raider kit, trying to opt into that, a little bit more of that Llama escort role, aka the cluster style, which is traditionally actually a bit more of a European style of playing, but it is, of course, very strong here, especially on this map, Arcs. I think I agree. The coordination of the offense is looking nice. They're just not getting those cappers in there as well from Monomaniacs, the blue team. On the other side, the red team is still playing that same game they've been playing the entire time. Maybe need to look to switch up their strat a little bit. They've shifted some players around into roles that are a little bit different than what they were doing, but still trying to run those long setup back to front routes with a time disruption, and it looks like they have a good shot at it here. GM Sizzle coming in on a very fast side route. That stand is owned, and he is out now. This route is going to take a little bit to develop as he tries to move it back towards his base. 230 kilometers an hour. This one comes down to, is he going to elect to go high or low, basically? And it looks like he's going to try to go low and evade that sniper. He is in the sniper's sights now, I am sure. No snipes coming out currently. Bojingle's trying to cut him off. He's having to slow down a bit to juke the strike. Down to 334 health remaining. Ooh. And there he goes down to Z Protest to strike. Fire misses that in-air return. APC, Fire, and Mabel all there, and they are going to get it. Unfortunately for Legion, the escort just wasn't there on that try.
Again, this is exactly what we've been talking about. Legion is the team that has amazing coordination on offense, extreme talent on defense, but they lack what Mono has. They lack. Mono has the ability to improvise, think on their feet, move the flag across the midfield even if they're not on a good route or not healthy. As you can see, Blitz goes down, but he has escorts here. He's got 2 escorts right there. But no, Zato actually, oh no, Zato almost gets the return, but no, APC's still moving with the flag. And as you can see, Mono has so many guys making sure this flag makes it home. Blitz now moving it home as well, but it's still not over. Projectile can throw the Nitron. I'm expecting a Nitron. There's the Nitron. It gets knocked out of Blitz's hands. Fire's still going to be able to hold on to it. The flag is still on the stand, and here could be the third cap for Mono. Yes, we have it. Mono is looking very strong here on Arx Novena.
Yes, indeed. Huge play coming out there from that striker, actually killing Projectile. He did get the flag off with that Impact Nitron, as you were saying, and but he was cleaned up before he could get the return, which did result in that cap for Legion, putting him up now 2 caps with about 5 minutes remaining in the match. This is a very difficult spot for Legion. It takes about 45 seconds to a minute to get a cap, so they're not mathematically out of it, but they only have really maybe 4 or 5 good tries left at this flag.
Indeed, it does take about 30 to 45 seconds to set up a route, a good capping route, where you're going quickly, and grab the flag. So yeah, you can see GMC, this looks like a back route, so a route in like this would probably take even longer, perhaps a minute to set up. So you only have a few more good chances at the flag. That doesn't mean you can't get it home via a llama grab or some other means, but it's up to the next couple flag attempts are going to be very, very important for Legion. In comes GMC. Fire is still on the stand. He should be able to get to a Nitron or a nice bolt launcher shot, but out goes GMC.
Hatui got that sniper down, so this is going to get home for GM Sizzle. And there you can see the power of those back-to-front routes so very, very fast. Unfortunately, it did hit a piece of the geometry there.
Z-Protoss jumps out the Shrike.
Z-Protoss is going to jump out of the Shrike, returning that flag off of the splatter. Really, really unfortunate. I can guarantee you right now he is pretty upset with what just happened there.
Flag does get popped into the midfield. Blitz going to try to move it. Mabel also there. Mabel actually moving from his home D position into midfield. I'd expect him to commit suicide in a second. Yes, there he goes. No, Hatui actually is the one who ends up taking him out. Let's watch Zato. Zato actually the team captain for Legion moving forward. He's going to try to do a little bit of Raider clearing and distraction. Again, guys, it comes down to the next couple flag attempts. GMC, the lone capper for Team Legion, out in the wings. Here comes his three hope. These guys are his only hope to clear this flag stand. So GMC coming out in the wings. He should be coming in about 10 seconds. Zato and Hatui still alive. Bojingle Bells, Fire, and Z-Protoss all on the flag stand. GMC, he must have been sniped because he is so low on health, and he gets body blocked, so GMC not able to get that flag. In comes a Shrike grab, an attempt by Veer, but no, the Shrike is just going to go down. Hatui's wow, actually Hatui jumps into that Shrike. Good game sense there, and he's going to make it a Shrike grab, so Hatui makes another smiley face as he moves across the aqueduct. The question is, does he have help? Does he have anyone to continue this flag grab? Yes, Zato is there, so Zato actually misses the mid-air grab, which is pretty important there, as it does delay him a second or two. Z-Protoss hot on his tail. Zato with very little health, still surviving. Zato is trying to pass off to a teammate. No, but there's the return, and that almost seals the deal for Mono. Mono still with the 3-1 lead. Again, we're in a best of 5, so this is not do or die yet. That's right. For our Legion team, but the pressure is certainly on. Another thing to keep in mind is if Legion can get 1 cap, then get the enemy flag off the stand, they can continue this into an overtime. So all they really need is 1 cap here, but they've got to make it happen very soon.
Yeah, they need a cap very quickly, and then I think the best situation for them would be to get a cap and then get a quick regrab and force a standoff. You know, commit a lot to offense, let them take your flag, because all you need is get that flag moving. However, it does look like Blitz.
Oh, well, actually, that was almost really cool. It was a preemptive nice midair flag, nice midair flag pass, but APC was going really quickly, but he ended up ramming into some concrete blocks. So no dice, but no, Z-Protoss able to jump out of the Shrike. Again, we've seen this so many times in the last couple of minutes here, using that Shrike to such great effect, jumping out, using it, and you can survive a lot longer in a Shrike than you can as just a player. But no, in comes Veer or whoever's in that Legion Shrike. APC able to continue the flag grab. APC still with the flag. His flag is, although his flag is on the other side of the map, GMC does have it. So if this flag standoff can end in Legion's favor, they still have a chance here. But
basically, in this situation, Legion has to commit everything to offense. There's 90 seconds left in the game. The enemy has the flag. They have the enemy's flag. They have to get this home in 30 seconds or less, and then get that flag moving again to force an overtime. If they are down, as you were saying,
is low
by less than 1,
here comes ZP.
Tailspin going to go down. 4th cap going to come out, and that's going to be the nail in the coffin there. I believe they are mathematically out of it now. Here is Team Legion. So Team Monomaniac Esports, the blue team on your screen, is going to take this game here, at least by a differential of 3 caps, moving on to the 4th map in our series, Fish Sticks. This is looking like it is now a must-win situation for Legion as they are down 2-1.
Indeed, we're going to be moving on to Katabatic, guys, which is a spiritual successor to a Tribes 2 map, one of the most played Tribes 2 maps of all time. It plays a little bit differently than the Tribes 2 iteration did. It's a map that favors really fast routes and a lot of, we're probably going to see some pretty epic flag passing as well.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, I imagine that Katabatic is a big snow map. It has very, very large hills, lots of line of sight breaks, and it's going to be a great map for a map 4. I don't know who I give the edge to on that map. My gut tells me it may be Monomaniacs may have the edge there. They look like they're just kind of clicking a little bit better on these more open style maps than is Team Legion currently. But we will see what happens. Of course, you see the GG Well Playeds coming out, and we will be moving on to the next game here shortly. I think that what we saw there was Mono. It was a very slow game, and they got those 2 caps out. They felt very comfortable, and they moved, and they just kept on trying to figure out what was going to be the thing that worked. Ultimately for them, it was a Pathfinder getting the flag out, followed by a pickup in the field from the Raider, and occasionally a strike grab as well. Taking a look, though, however, at the frags, Tailspin is a beast. 35 kills on that sniper rifle, 31 coming out from Z Protoss in the strike as well. So both the top fraggers on their team playing an important role. And Fish, as we move on to Katabatic, what do you expect?
Yeah, I'm expecting, this is a map where it's a bit harder to just sort of move the flag across the midfield like we saw on Arx Novena. It requires a bit more setups and routes. So overall, I'd say in this series, it's been that sort of, coming in really quickly, having really good distraction on the defense. That's been favoring the Legion team. However, I would still expect a very good fight out of Mono because escorting is still very, very important on the map of Katabatic.
Yes, indeed. And so that last game was brought to you by our sponsors, Astro Gaming and Alienware, who provided the gear that's over at the booth where the players are playing. I encourage you to go check them out if you want to see what's really going down over there. And we are going to cut to a quick commercial, move over to the next map, and bring you map 4 on Katabatic.
Here we go.